This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
It was supposed to be the happiest night of their life. A St. Louis couple had a wedding celebration in their backyard this weekend when police say 2 robbers came in and the groom was shot in the head. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. Now the 32-year-old man is in the hospital in critical condition. Our Justina Coronel joins us live from police headquarters after speaking with family about this disturbing story. Justina.
The family says that they are devastated and just terrified. Now, this all happened early Saturday morning around 1 a.m. in the Dutchtown neighborhood. Now, leading up to this was the wedding ceremony of Dulce and Manuel Gonzalez. It happened in their backyard with about 50 family members on the 3800 block of Neosho. As the night wrapped up, I'm told they were all hanging out and talking. The bride's sister tells me 2 armed men in ski masks entered the yard and told them not to move. Well, she ran inside and heard a gunshot go off. Police say as one of the men was going through people's pockets, the armed man stood behind the groom. He was shot in the head and the 2 armed men ran away. The couple have been together for 10 years and they have 2 children together.
They were saying that my brother-in-law was going for his wallet and maybe they thought he was going for a weapon. He's in critical condition. He's fighting for his life. I'm just hoping that he pulls through.
Now, there are no arrests so far, and the family is asking anyone if they have any information or ring door video to hand it over to police. Now, there is a GoFundMe set up to help the family during this time. Now, if you'd like to help out, you can head to our website, kck.com, and go to this section, as seen on TV. Reporting live, Justina Coronel, 5 on your side.
A man has been sentenced for killing his ex-girlfriend and trying to kill her date. Robert Tarr will spend a minimum of 85 years in prison. He shot and killed Leslie Reeves in Montgomery County in 2021. He also shot and critically injured Christopher Smith. Reeves and Smith were on their first date when they were shot. Tarr is also accused of trying to hire someone to kill Smith and a Montgomery County deputy investigating the case.
Tonight we're hearing from a group behind a pro-Palestinian protest that delayed the Grand Pride Parade in downtown St. Louis. Nearly 24 protesters were arrested yesterday. They have since been released. Protesters say they didn't want Pride STL to accept funding from Boeing, the title sponsor of the parade. That's after reports linking Boeing to bombs used in Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza.
We, as a collective, want to end this genocide. We want a free Palestine because we want our Palestinian comrades to be free, but also because we recognize that our liberation and our struggles are directly connected.
Pride STL says they gave protesters the option to march down the parade route. They plan to meet with protesters soon. Meanwhile, police have asked prosecutors to file charges for trespassing and resisting arrest.
Today, a conservative majority on the Supreme Court ruled presidents cannot face criminal prosecution for official acts they committed in office.
The highly anticipated ruling has major implications for Special Prosecutor Jack Smith's felony case against Donald Trump. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is here now to break it all down. Mark?
Yeah, the Supreme Court ruling today severely limits the scope of the federal government's criminal case against Donald Trump. Special Prosecutor Jack Smith charged Trump with pressuring election officials in Georgia to find votes and with scheming with other allies to try and slate fraudulent electors in 2020. The 6-3 majority on the court did not say whether those conversations or conversations Trump had with Vice President Mike Pence were in fact official in nature, but kicked that question down to a lower court. That means this case will take a lot longer, and it becomes a much higher burden of proof for the government to prove, in part because the court said even in cases that do pertain to the president's private conduct, they can't question his motives, and they can't introduce any evidence of his public acts to connect the dots and make their case. Our legal analyst, Andrews Walker, said that puts a lot more pressure on Congress to impeach presidents for bad behavior and on voters to make sound choices.
We all vote, and Congress can impeach. And that's what the Constitution says should happen. The idea that a president can be convicted in a local courtroom in Missouri might open the door to all kinds of chaos. I think the court wants to close that door.
The federal case is still far from over just yet, but it's becoming a lot less likely Trump will face trial before the election. And if he wins, the court reaffirmed today the president does have the right to fire an attorney general and the right to engage in discussions with them about which criminal cases to pursue and which ones not to.
Mark, thanks. Well, if you live in Illinois, plan to pay more at the pump thanks to a gas tax hike that starts today.
5 on your side's Mercedes McKay has more on the impact to your wallet, plus a closer look at a new state law that also went into effect today.
Fueling up in Illinois just got pricier. Starting Monday, the gas tax rises to 47 cents a gallon, meaning the typical driver will pay $184 more in taxes than in 2019. This is all thanks to a law passed in 2021, which ties the motor fuel tax to inflation. Right now, the state is already the second highest in the nation for gas taxes. The 1st of July also marks the start of 9 new state laws, including one that allows undocumented immigrants to get a standard 4-year driver's license, and one that extends the state's existing child labor laws to social media influencers. But the hike that's impacting their wallets remains top of mind for most Illinoisans.
It's too high. Gas too high. You can't afford it. Living, everything, cost of living is up, and everything just started coming.
Every time you drive to drop your kid off at school, every time you drive to go visit friends and family, they're taxing you for that in Illinois, and it's going up every year.
Many people we spoke to here in the Metro East who didn't want to go on camera told us gas is already too high, and that's why they just go to the Missouri side to fill up their tanks. In Caseyville, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
This 5 on your side St. Louis City SC coverage is sponsored by Together Credit Union.
Well, after an exciting expansion season last year, but a slow start to this soccer season, St. Louis City SC has fired its head coach.
Corey Miller joins us live from outside City Park to explain what is next for the team. Corey.
Last season's miraculous run for City SC in their inaugural year seems like a lifetime ago today. Bradley Carnell is out after just 20 games in this second season for City, and technical director John Hackworth is in as the interim head coach. Nothing has gone right for City SC this season, and as a result, Carnell is out, even after signing a contract extension at the beginning of this year. City has the most draws in the MLS, the injuries have piled up, and they haven't won a game since May 11th. The club is currently in 12th place out of 14 in the Western Conference with just 3 wins on the season. But the men in charge said today does not signal that the team has given up on 2024.
It will not change our goals. We still want to make the playoffs. If we would have said we don't care anymore about the season, then you don't make a change. So it's a clear statement from us that we want to have a different mindset. We want to be out there and be successful. So that made us actually make this decision for a reason.
CSC does not have long to settle into this new reality. They will host San Jose here at home on Wednesday night. Reporting from City Park, I'm Corey Miller, 5 on your side sports.
Coming up, no surprise, Simone Biles makes the U.S. Olympic gymnastics team once again. Who is going to Paris with her? Plus a look at our local athletes who've made Team USA.
Stepping in to save strays. Tonight we go out with Stray Rescue as one special woman hits the streets searching for animals in need of a home.